Well, we're into that pointy end of the year, guys. So this is your second chance at self-directed learning, which means it's your second chance of 3 to really move your project forward. So we talked a little bit about the challenges of being too far away from your idea, and we've talked about that all semester, about the importance of resource profile, about how you can get access to the information you need by having that resource profile in your team, okay? And we also talked about, the challenge of maybe having to jump ship and get onto a different idea. So for some of you, that may be the case, all right? Come and see me if you're unsure. Come and see me if you feel like you're too far away. Because it won't take long. It won't take long before you're only 2 or 3 weeks away from having to write your report up, okay? So I'm hopeful that you're really comfortable with the environment that you're in, that you've identified potential sources of energy, that you know who this customer type is, not just in the business as you see your starting point, but going forward. Because maybe you're branching off into different customer groups because you've got some diversification happening. Maybe you're trying to get different segments of the market because you've got that market penetration strategy and you want more customers, but different types of customers for the same type of product. Maybe there's different uses that you can imagine for your product, service. And that you're really confident that there's a compelling reason as to why people would want to engage with you. So on the basis that you've got that, it's really important this week that you say, okay, given that we've locked that away, that starting point, where is this strategy that we're going to use, right? And having done that, you can then start to think to yourself, okay, what is that going to mean for us in terms of the people we're going to employ in this business? What type of people are we going to employ? Clearly, if you're going into diversification, you're going to need new types of people because you're going to need new human capital, new expertise to come in and actually enable you to be involved in those other products, those other services, okay? Maybe you're going to need marketing people. Maybe you're going to need more finance people because now you've got a greater operation to run. And it's more about being able to manage and control the nature of that, the scope of what it actually is that you're going to be worked in. So I want you to think through, you need to having locked in this starting point, you need to be able to imagine that end point, all right? What does that look like in terms of size, in terms of turnover, in terms of the products, and everything that you would imagine it to be, all right? 5x to 10x, the difference between here and there. So what does this look like? How do you see that happening over a period of, say, 2 to 3 years? How do you see that happening? When are you going to need to start bringing people in? You can't just say you planned it all and then you flick the switch and it all just popped up and there it was. You're going to have to invest into people, into processes. Those people may not be inside your firm. Those people may be consultants, they may be advisors, they may be solicitors, they may be accountants, but you're going to need to understand who's going to help you on this journey, not just in terms of being your staff on the journey, but also the people outside. Are there going to be any other regulatory issues? We talked about this in terms of, say, as an example, franchising. You must be facing a couple of $100,000 just in legal fees to get your disclosure document and franchise agreement completed. So where is that money coming from, and how are you going to cover that as you move forward? These are the challenges that you have to be thinking about once you've said, we're here, we're going to use that strategy. So it's not product development, it's diversification, whatever it is that you're using, then you can move forward, okay? That's the challenge that I want you guys to focus on this week, all right? Now, of course, you can leave it to next week, like I'm sure many of you would have done the previous week, but you're going to run out of time, okay? You're going to have too much left to do on the other end, okay? And I want you to be able to justify these things. So you can give me the math, your report can give me this mathematical explanation and it can all sort of seem quite logical, but there needs to be a compelling reason as to why people are going to support you in the marketplace to enable this growth to happen. And that compelling reason needs to be anchored back to a really nice, nuanced understanding of the environment that you're actually going to be working within, okay? We're making lots of assumptions about your starting point and your capability set that you've already got in your firm. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to assume that exists. But the logic of this needs to be nice. It needs to be nice in terms of, yeah, I can believe that because I can see your understanding of the marketplace and I can see your understanding of the capabilities that you would need to get from here to get to there. And I can understand and take on board, believe, the nature of the costs that you think are associated with this and the timing of those costs, okay? That it's all not just going to happen at the other end, but it's going to be this gradual increase. And there's going to be some lumpy bits at the beginning, maybe for some of you, where you have to actually invest quite heavily to get this process of growth moving forward, okay? Maybe you've got to develop the new products from scratch to be able to enter the marketplace where you want to put new services and products in. That could be the cost for developing training, for regulations, for a whole range of different capacities, all right? You'll know these costs and you'll know these processes if you're close enough to the marketplace. If you're really confused and vague and not sure about where you're going and what you're doing, that's most probably because you're too far away from the marketplace. You've chosen a context where you're just too far away. In that situation, you can either try and dive in and get deeper, you know, or, this would be the last week to do it, of course, jump onto a simpler ship. Jump onto something where the starting point over here, it's $100,000 and you know someone who's in that space and that they can help you over the next few weeks to work out what does $700,000 or $800,000 turnover look like. All right? Not too late. Don't feel like you've wasted your time because you've got the ability to say, well, we've actually learnt a lot in the last few weeks about thinking about this space and this starting point. Let's transfer that to a new starting point so that we can make this happen. Remember, everything you say in your report, everything, I'm going to be looking for verification for it in the back in terms of the references you'll make back to the people in the real world, all right? So I'm happy for your imaginations to exist in terms of what you think is possible, but that imagination needs to be tethered to a reality, and that reality will be real people that you've been speaking to and getting confirmation and understanding from. Because I would expect that the people outside would from time to time say, nah, I don't think you could do that. Nah, that wouldn't work, right? Which should then make you say, okay, that wasn't the direction we should be going, and what's another way we can do it, all right? And that's what I want. I want you guys to be verifying and having that process challenged in you. So you don't just say, I just got to fill in the dots here and connect them up, and then it all looks pretty good, all right? I'm around, as always. If your group is struggling, come in and see me. Don't wait until next Friday in the workshop to say, oh, can we have a chat to you? Don't wait. That's too long, right? That's the end of week 9. You've got 2 weeks to go, and then you'll be writing this report up, okay? It's not a huge report, but the logic needs to knit together, all right? It needs to be a nice, neat fit in terms of the logic of it, all right? Those notes at the back, that's what I'm interested in. So if you've got more words than notes, ooh, I'm thinking I'm a bit worried, okay? Anyway, don't worry about that too much. Make sure you're connected to the context that you're wanting to be a part of. And if you are, I think you'll find everything will take care of itself. Okay, you know where to find me. Come and see me if you need me. But what we're focused on is you've got to get that growth strategy. That's the process we're going to use, all right? And then you can look at the slides from last week and you can think, oh yeah, well, in relation to one of those 4 strategies, there are other little things that we will be using in terms of micro strategies to move ourselves forward. I want to know how many people are going to be involved in this journey for you. How much are they going to cost? What do they bring in terms of strategic value to your resource profile, okay? When are those costs going to occur, right? And more importantly, when are you going to be bringing in the money that shows me that you got to this 5 to 10x, okay? All right? Can't wait to see what you got come up with. And if you're in doubt, come and see me. Cheers.